Hey guys, my name's Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Lenovo ThinkPad T460S. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your storage, if you need to replace it or upgrade it. Before getting going, remember the video description below. I do answer all comments at least twice a day, but I also try to keep the frequently asked questions updated as time goes on. That may be able to save you some time waiting for an answer if you need one. I'll also have a section in the description on related links that should help you out with some other things that may be useful in your computer use. Okay, so to start the procedure, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from the charger. We're then going to flip it over to access your bottom case screws. Okay, so I have these 3 screws up top, these 2 screws here, and that's your keyboard screw. That's a switch that releases your keyboard if that's all you're after. So I'm going to go across and take all these screws out. Okay, so all my screws are unscrewed. However, they do have washers inside of them that hold them in place, so you're not going to get them completely out. And I've set my keyboard screw to open. And now the bottom case is released. So I'm going to take my small flathead pry tool, go across the seam, and pop this bottom case off. Now this has been taken off once before, so you may have a harder time than that, but it does come off fairly easily. There's nothing attached to the bottom case, it's just the panel. After removing your bottom case, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, I have it sitting on this anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you guys need any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of these replacement or upgrade parts for this specific model computer, there'll be a link above, also below in the description, and I will have a list of all the tools and supplies, again, as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this model in that one list. Now, before doing anything in a computer, I always either remove or at least unplug the battery. It makes it safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through the computer. In this computer, we have 2 batteries. The main computer battery screws in there and there, plugs into the motherboard right here underneath this tape. So I'm going to go ahead and take out those screws. And then it's held down underneath these 2 clips right there. So I'm going to pop this up out of that port and then slide it out from under those 2 clips, and there's your battery. This battery is very similar. It's held in by these 2 clips there, these 2 screws here, and it plugs into the motherboard there, similar to that one. So I'll go ahead and I'll take these screws out, and then I'll lift it up from this plug and slide it out from those clips. To get at your solid state drive that is right here, it's held down by a single screw there and plugs into the motherboard here. So I'll go ahead and I'll remove that single screw. Once that screw is removed, you can take your small flat plastic pry tool, pop that up a little bit, and slide it out of that port right there. That's your solid state drive. I will have the solid state drive specs below in the description. This is a 500 gigabyte, so I will also include some upgrade options below in that link I told you about with all the replacement and upgrade parts for this model. And I guess the last side note about this type of repair, if you are replacing your old solid state drive to put a new one in, there's no operating system on that new one in most cases, unless you've cloned it from the old one. So most times you will have to install a new operating system onto this solid state drive. I will have 2 links below in the description. One will show you how to install Windows 10. One will show you how to install Windows 11 for after this install. But that's the video. I hope it was helpful. Please like and share if it did help you out. If you think it can help someone else out, please consider subscribing if you enjoy DIY computer content like this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.